Melania Trump has her new book that's either coming out or has come out. Honestly, I don't care enough to know which is which, but there is a book that she has written that will be available for purchase in the coming weeks if it's not already. And in the book, according to a new report from the New York Post, Melania fumes as she tells a story of how a bank that she has been using for years and years absolutely refused to give her poor son, Barron, a bank account. And this happened, she says, right after Donald Trump left the White House in 2021. Now, in 2024, Barron Trump turned 18 years old. So after Trump left the White House in 2021, Barron Trump would have been 15 years old, which of course, most banks across the country will not give a full-blown checking account to a minor. So unless she was trying to open up a kid's account that was denied, her story makes absolutely no sense. But then the story gets worse. Because not only did this bank that she has been using for years and years and years deny poor little 15-year-old Barron a bank account, they also then canceled her account. And then she says that she has serious concerns about possible civil rights violations with regards to the bank that, again, she won't name. She's not going to tell us what bank, but she's got serious civil rights concerns that this was politically motivated because of her husband, who, by the way, she also hates as much as she clearly hates that bank. But you didn't name the bank. You didn't say what kind of account Barron was signing up for. And your whole story seems a little weird. You're not the victim, as you claim, of cancel culture. What was most likely happening, if any of this story is true, is one, Barron wasn't old enough to get the kind of account that you were trying to sign him up for. Doesn't matter if his dad was president or has $1 billion. It's the law, right? He's got to be able to legally sign documents without you having to sign it over his shoulder. So if it wasn't a kid's account, it couldn't happen anyway. That's policy, not cancel culture or civil rights violations. Secondly, if the bank did in fact also kick you out, maybe it's because your husband was under investigation for bank fraud, right? I mean, maybe. Remember the big New York lawsuit that your husband lost and owes hundreds of millions of dollars for? That investigation was happening at that time, folks. Definitely not at the level that we saw once Alvin Bragg took it over, or not Alvin Bragg, excuse me, but the state. But either way, Letitia James, sorry, but they were working on that case at that time. Banks were getting subpoenas. So if you were kicked out of a bank, it may have been because they were looking at the news and didn't want to get involved in any of that. They didn't want to have to go and do depositions and answer subpoenas, and they just wanted to be free of you because they didn't care. But if you think it was politically motivated, Melania, then you clearly don't know anything about banks and Wall Street in this country. Oh, sure, Kamala Harris and the Democrats have lots of banks on their side, but those same banks are also giving plenty of money to Republicans, and most banks, including most hedge fund managers, Wall Street firms, whatever it is, most of them give most of their money to Republicans. In fact, I don't know of a single actual banking institution in this country that favors the Democrats over the Republicans. So, political motivation? No. Civil rights violation? Definitely not. Could it be because they think your husband's a criminal? Absolutely. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.